Okay. Specific, but this card is insane. Beginning of your end step, create a tapped 0/1. Pretty splashable. Okay, calm down, chatter. Only I can talk negatively about this game. No, I'm joking, but yeah. Maybe I invite then bad people into the chat if I am too negative. I'm gonna take the rare. Creatures you control gain Flying Vigi. How do you read that? It's a white card that has white text. Flying Vigi double strike. It's pretty good. Creatures you control gain lifelink indestructible. Protection from each color. Well, if I take that with a rare, that looks pretty good. Chocobo. Yeah, I'm taking the enchantment. Fits the rare. I mean, it's a specific card. It doesn't fit every deck. Well, this reads pretty well. I'm really not a fan of this removal, but I'll take it. There's not that much better. We're expensive now. Maybe this is good, but it works with that. Like, it can finish the game. It's like a big, like a flink type of effect. There's a land. There's a Monk's Fist. Another 4. I think we need to go cheaper. So if we go commit to Wizards, Elder is probably okay-ish. Well, this is probably a better card, but look at how expensive we are. I'm just going cheaper here. How do we pivot if we go to do something else? I guess Opera Love Song might be good, but you need to be really cheap. Oh, let's go. Well, also the side quest has been excellent, but I'm going with a 2-drop. It's too late for something to wheel, and just quality 2-drops, just a cheaper card. Treachery is fine. It's a spell that triggers everything as well. This Elder has actually been surprisingly decent. We opened a rare, we got rewarded. Peak magic gameplay. What's the best removal? Shock? Not even close. Well, the removal is kinda bad in general, but Shock is at least tempo efficient. In these decks, you don't mind cheap removal. Is that any good? This is way better. Player was dealt 6 or more. It's way better in equipment. So maybe it's just suplex. This also doesn't count enchantments, right? Okay, yeah, bolt. Okay, if you get the bolt, but well, there's thunder magic now. Also, removal like cheap removal gets better just for the triggers in decks like that. Even though cantrips would also be good. This also counts. While the other cards don't do anything. Fatal Push is not always that great though in limited, because you need to maybe sometimes throw something under the bus. Like Fatal Push is not really that much better than Treachery, for instance. It is 1 mana, which is efficient. I don't hate one Laughing Mat in a deck like that. You need to recoup your hand. When this wheels. We got everything. We got everything, chat. Maybe Sword now doesn't. It's too expensive. Push kills big tokens. That is true. Are we getting a perfect wizard deck? We still need to build it well, even if we're completely open. This triggers stuff actually. Might play it. We didn't pass a wizard signal. The Love Song wheel can have multiples, but you get one in the yard and then you just flip it. 7 mana. Just transform it. No questions asked. Yeah, the 2-drops are important. Well, that we could splash. But there's a lightning bolt. We just slammed that lightning bolt here. Even though Joshua is insane, but lightning bolt goes face, which makes it a little bit better than a suplex. What else is there? Well, for me, it's either this or spec on the Joshua. To be fair, the salvagers are not that bad because you're making a lot of tokens. It does not tap. Well, it would tap in graveyard, so it wouldn't matter. You guys called for a lightning bolt. This triggers stuff and it's a 2-drop. Fire Magic, a little bit worse when it deals with your tokens. But Fire Magic in this format is pretty good. What about a 3/3 that you can rebuy? Land as well for consistency. I don't think we need another suplex. So I'm either on one of these two. Let's take a land here. Big Wizard, but this might be better. The issue, I mean, this is insane when it sticks and you get to do your thing, but it's a 4 mana 2/2, which means it dies to everything. But it is a card for this deck. But then again, I've been pretty impressed by Dark Knight's Greatsword. It's a 4/1 for 3. We don't have flyers though to just put it on something. So maybe we still take the waltz, and we have decent amount of cheap stuff to even like play that and play it out, like on 5 or something. Another Thunder Magic. Well, there's the sword pick now. But I wonder, is it just better to go like all in at this stage and take these Thunder Magic now and wield the Elder? I don't want another waltz. This is nice, yeah, indeed. Now let's take the Dark Sword. Ooh, let's go. That's a creature as well. Funny enough is you can randomly trade your O1s when you're out of gas. Now Elder has been great in exactly this sort of deck. That's also a burn creature. We have the sword as already, so there's nothing else for us. Pretty bad packs actually. This recycles. But I often just like the wall, even though it doesn't have much synergy. But you can set up. You can play that and then set up. Yeah, we're not seeing the equipments, which I would much rather have. Blitzball is actually not that bad. With so many legendaries. I'm not buying this in this deck. 2-drop over a card that could be good, I guess. But this triggers our stuff. It's cheaper. Okay, we got it anyhow. This would be a cantrip as well. Okay, Elder Wheels. Wait, I didn't take the second under. No, I took the Great Sword. Whatever. Legendary creature spells you cast cost 2 less. We have enough for this? No. I'm not sure if we can run too many of the waltzes. So I'm thinking to take the Soul Tender or Treachery, but I think we have enough cheap removal. Wish this was a non-creature spell. What happened? Like we were open. Soul Tender is better than Heck the Ice in this deck. Take a land. That's a really good land for us. Free real estate. There's Suplex as well, and Ahriman would be okay. So what's our cheaper removal? Treachery, Suplex, this, Thunder Magic. Just taking that. I think corner just to make more 1/1s. It's not like the or 0/1s. The sack is whatever, but you care about the 0/1s. Just spam another one. I mean, nothing else. Like I don't want to play too many Sabu Tenders, but what are the good spells? The cantrips. What is that? Bolas' Citadel. Sacrifice 10 non-land permanents. This is a spell. Or if we think we're really burn heavy. This is a body. Ramen is a cantrip. Yeah, we're probably gonna play Ramen actually as our cantrip. It's a little bit like costly one. We will that anyhow. More ramens. I like that one actually. You can sack your random equipments or elders. And it's flying damage also matters. I don't want to play too many creatures in this deck. That's the issue. We didn't get the 2 drops. It's so weird. Like who is taking them if our colors were there? Like nobody was taking the wizards, but apparently Black Mage's Rot was not there for mysterious reasons. Yeah, we're not gonna play 2 waltzes. This could go if we want cheaper spells, but let's see. So on cantrips. I mean, I also don't mind 1 big removal, but 4 mana is expensive. These are creatures as well. So basically we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 real creatures. Probably not that bad, but it's just expensive. I mean, it does recoup, but it gets in a way of like opera love songs and stuff like that. Probably just gonna play this removal. And how about a Flink? A Flink is just interesting in this deck, but we don't have anything insanely big. Like for instance, on a Saga, it would be good. It would be kind of good on the Garland as well. I think this removal is just expensive, but if you don't have anything else, it's fine. Like in general, we have maybe too many removal spells because this format really doesn't want you to play, to go all in on removal. But how this deck will play out, I think we need to run our creatures to the board and then ping them out with any spells, and then the removal helps as a tempo kinda. Kuya survives the fling, but if Kuya survives in this deck, we're probably in a really good spot. I'm tempted to try the fling out, but this could be the deck. Then I'm cutting the intervention, but maybe that's not the wisest thing to do just to experiment with a card 7. Basically, you kind of need evenish spread. How much easier it would be to get the mages equipment instead of the reachers. Can make a 2/2 on 2. People forget that this is a 2-drop, but then again, we could also just deal with our 2-drop. Might be better for value. But it is true that if we go 2-drop now and then it pushes a lot of damage. So let's see what they do. Because it just attacks for 3 if they don't have a removal. I'm not completely against that with this hand, but yeah, it can backfire. I mean, this is bad for us, yeah, but I didn't expect that immediately. Okay. But they just didn't have anything else to do. We need to cast our stuff first. Even if we let them attack. I don't know what to discard. So maybe we don't need to discard. What if I just deal with both? Because then I have efficiency here, but... Because we have to expect also big creatures. Well, we don't need to do anything drastic. So I could just loot that away. I can potentially attack. I could also just attack for 1, but... and just pass this turn. Okay, I like that they're attacking, because that means if they do that, we're dealing with that, or we're dealing with whatever comes down. Get an attack in. Okay. Okay, suplex is... I mean, it is what it is. So we're taking... It's gonna be a close race. Aster, what a cheat. What a cheat. Good side, but I could also just gain life. Set up. I think we have to attack and gain life. And then I'm gonna double block if they only attack with a 3-2 and 3-3. Yeah, that's good. We only take 3 for 1-3. The life gain is a cheat. That's a lot of damage. That would be 5 plus 2. But 3 is too much to pay. Tagging for 2 also doesn't make sense. I think we pass. Okay. Gotta deal with the trampler. Go really low. But now they're taking 3. They're empty-handed. Lightning bolt wins. Although it needs to be from this. Just discard it. We do get a block. Maybe we can get away with it. They do draw 2 cards. But we get a really good block. Only jump 1. Well, this would potentially get us into a win with getting a lightning bolt, more or less. I don't know. It's so close. Like if we get a 2-drop, it's so much better. Still, although not that much better. Probably better though. If it was only 1 card, it would be easier to make the decision, but they're drawing 2. We have like, I mean, we have 5% on 1 card, so. But we're drawing, yeah, around 15 to 20. I don't know how percentages works in that scenario. We didn't return a land. That is scary. Have to block both. Lightning bolt still does it. Okay. Easy game. Although I was sweating. Oh, that's insane. we gained like 40 or something on the rank. But this is burn mentality. It often plays out like that. Complicated game actually. Pretty fun deck to play. Even though you're only interacting with yourself. I'm not completely hating it because I wouldn't play it. I just think it has flaws. Whenever something is not like limited wants to be combat matter. But in this format, combat doesn't really matter. Or it's really hard to interact in combat. And that's why it's a lot of solitaire magic. Yeah, but Bartia, you like every format. You're not a good filter for that because you like everything. As far as I know you. Adam, man, thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate that. Where's our payoffs? I mean, trading is value, but I don't want to give them tempo this early. Maybe we pass. We lose tempo here. I don't want to discard the ramen so we get... They're missing land drops though. Maybe I don't want to give them a... I'm gonna redraw here. I don't want to give them a syncopate. And we surveil and all. That's probably relatively good still. Plays around syncopate. I'll take it. Because if they're missing land drops, I don't want to play into giving them counter spells. There's another counter. There is a syncopate confirmed. Oh, Bears, I'm glad I'm not the only one going insane about this format. Okay, now they hit land drops. Do we play differently? Do we wanna... We could sag that so we have the Saga dealing with that for damage, but it looks like Syncopate still could be that this was up. I'll use that. I think that's fine, giving them a treasure. Dealing 3 damage, playing around Syncopate. Hopefully it's early and we're all wrong and this format will prove itself to be goated. At one point they will have to play something. And even if we run something into a Syncopate... Oh, there's a real OG counter spell. I see. I did not expect that. The trade is so weird. I'm not doing this either way next turn. I would trade it if I had something on the board, but it's weird to pass a turn without adding anything while their mana screwed and giving them a treasure. There's a lot of back and forth. And this trade is really good. The surveil doesn't matter there. Okay. Play that out. I could leave a land, do this, but it's uncertain. And we might do this and something else, so to have that in the yard, probably keep it. They are racing. Okay, it's not a big deal. And that answers both. And it kind of plays the blocking part as well. They're still Syncopate up. Oh, there's the protection, sure. This value. And so eventually it disappears. Mono 4 drops. Will they trade at this point? No, I'm gonna do that. Could make that. I can replay the other one. I could also take a land to get a flyer. Maybe that was wrong. And the pinks. But that's also... This needs to survive. Well, I guess it doesn't need to survive. Well, there's a lot of decisions in this game. There's a lot of decisions here. And we still have this plus make a treasure. But yeah, maybe the flyer was the way to go. One kind of knows you have the second one or what. But to be fair, the other block made sense because this is good in yard. Could have taken that land. We still had that. I could have done it. Okay. Easy. That works, right? I can have both. Chat. Use attackers. No, thank you. Pixie. Pixie is fine. One card. Well, the merchant eventually will draw. Merchant is actually a sick card. Attack first. You could have the... Whatever the card is, the protection... Not the protection. They just have an eject. It's pretty good for them. Do I ever play one out just to get the flyer earlier? Why could not search for a land? Does that work like that? Let's try it. No, it doesn't. Such. What a nombo. It's weird. There's a lot of decisions. Because they will draw cards, so maybe I needed to go for more tempo. But we also have a lot of value left. There's some blocking. So now we're discarding lands, possibly. I'm not sure at what point we discard Garland, because I can play it, technically. Probably discard it now. Well, I have one card. What are you gonna do? Let's attack both. Come on, open. So Syncope doesn't deal with it. You could have Treachery. Just go end step. Let's go. Okay. 13 cards. Merchants. But this is pretty over. We only need one spell or just a re-equip or whatever works. Whatever works. Garland did a lot. Crazy. Yeah, this deck does feel different. It's not just spamming to the board. There's actually decisions, but probably from opponent's side, this feels miserable whenever you're burning them out. Should maybe be playing the third Garland, because it doesn't seem like there's a big downside having multiples. We can discard them as well. Like here, a Garland would be way better than anything. Fine, we're keeping it. We can make a mage next turn. Or play a sword. Ouch. They barely hit. However, I want to be proactive. We're losing this, but they know about it now. 3 mana, make a 0/1. If they counter it, we do lose the land. Okay. Well, the issue gets that we're not doing much. To be fair, it would be way worse if they countered that. Okay, wow. Best cornered by black mages ever. Probably not at this point. It's tempting to, but we don't have enough support to just justify a 2 mana 2/2. That's a card. Three, 4, 5, 6. I might need to deal with it. Because they're not that far. We're actually not behind on cards at all. This is 8 mana. Too much. We can discard that next turn. I'm just gonna go. It's pretty efficient. We deal 4 damage in the whole process of dealing with 2 creatures. And we actually have a board. Syncopate. We still get a surveil if they have a counter spell. But obviously it doesn't matter if it resolves, but then we're fine. I'm just gonna play that out. I have 7 mana if Garland doesn't survive. Yeah, never mind. Maybe it was better discarding it. But sure, we still deal 5. We have 2 spells in the graveyard. They get a 6/5, which we can easily outraise. Yep. This Chocobo thingy, the red Chocobo, is actually pretty good. All the Chocobo cards are just really good in this format. By design, probably. Okay, let's hit top 100 and then we call it a day. My girlfriend is gonna be mad because I'm late for lunch. What do we do with that? Keep and pray. Have a 2-drop into 3. Well, that needs to go. Probably better here. This deals with more stuff. Although this deals with some random equipments that... Okay, it depends what colors they are. I'm gonna do it now in case they have the white card that bounces or whatever. Probably that. Double spell next turn. So there is the 2/2. No, okay, that's 2/2. That's fine. I'm blocking. Okay, that needs to go. thought it was another mono white. Should I go aggro? What's 3 life here? That's nothing. Could put it on here. 3 is a lot of life. Will they have another one? Punish a little bit. I couldn't think of anything. I mean, I didn't play around another one. But then again, this would also eat it. Wait, what? They're on 1 card. They can surveil. We're also on 1 card. I'll just trade now. Because I'm happy trading the Garland. We're almost there. The 4-mana card draw to deal 2 wizards gain lifelink is really important for red-black, which we don't have. But you need to refill. On board, this makes the most sense because anything trades. Annoying. Really annoying. Could be that they don't have too many. Okay, lightning bolt a little late. Because if I attack with everything, we take 6 on the backswing. And again, there could be only 2 in the deck. But then I was fine attacking with at least one. This is so unpredictable now. Why would they do it in that order? Why is this card so good now? I have a splash. I think I'm fine with 1 dude. And they have to lose a turn there. 1 dude, they lose a turn. And if we get a land, we get a flyer, which they technically cannot answer. This doesn't go face. I think I like the attack. It's up trade. And then we could maybe push these through. Because now any damage actually matters. Oh, you think if I would pass, they would mess that up? They could. Oh, interesting. Could be that they would like actually go to the end step, but I mean, you cannot play into opponent messing up. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a day. We're 4 wins in, but I gotta go eat. I'm gonna still post the end to YouTube, so I'm gonna record the last 3 games on my own. Alright. We got a, I mean, pretty good curve, even something proactive to do on 2. Pretty good target here. Buff. By the way, the second part of this is recorded off of stream, so from this point on exclusively for YouTube, I finished the stream earlier, but I said I'm gonna finish this later or record this later till the end. Am I dealing with that just for extra damage? Because we are at the end of the day, a burn deck, and we're getting I guess it's just good tempo. So I'm just actually dealing with that for an extra point and a Chocobo. Yacht. Okay, well, what they draw. I've been more and more impressed by Cornered by Black Mages. Obviously, this is the archetype for it, but look at that. We're cooking. And now this is 3 already. Okay, so what is this card again? Reveal top 5 cards. Put 1 into hand, and opponent chooses 1 that goes on the bottom. They get 1 in hand. Okay, I see. So they get 3 cards for 4 mana, which is pretty good. So we don't want to give them still probably Torgal, but you could see that actually maybe life gain is more important here. I'm gonna deny them life gain. We can deal with Torgal. And then I guess I'd rather have them have a tap land. So go this. Play a land that we just drew a double pump. Well, double pump. We only get to attack with one though. A lot of Sultai soups, which are generally good in this format. There's a lot of multicolor sets, stuff you can splash in these colors. Okay. So this will deal with it. I don't have these two next turn, but that's probably fine. It's pretty straightforward at this point. So they have 6 mana. This would make a 7/7 if they have an 8/8 if they have a land. Okay. This is on cast. So let's go here. I don't know. Kinda see most of their stuff. There could be some flash, but pump spell. Okay, but we have lethal on board. We get a pump from wizards. This still triggers, so they go to 3. And then this triggers stuff again. And I'm playing a land. Not that it matters that much, but syncopate. Look at that. Top 100. We're back. I'm not having many trophies in this format, but I rarely go below 5 wins. So I guess this is just the streaks are ain't happening, but my win percentage is still relatively fine. I do think that the format feels a little bit more random. It's more steamrolly than anything else recently. It's tempted to keep, but I'm gonna mull. It's too risky. Oh, that's way better. Well, we have the right mana. We have the right mana, and that's important. I think I'm actually gonna go greedy here with the land. Am I? Could go Elder on 3. Because there's also like a treachery on 2. It's not that bad. We'll have to deal with that either way. But it could be that we're still forced to play that out. Exiles it? What a scam. Okay, yeah, we're playing the land out now. Plays out alright because we wouldn't do anything different. Since I don't want to give them value. But yeah, they have another one and all. What can you do? We're a little bit behind now. It's really hard to outgrind the red-white decks because the equipments are so much value. So you have to like in general in this format, you want to form some sort of a tempo plan. Vendor is insane. So I'm gonna just simply play that. I'm a little bit afraid that Vendor is gonna go out of hand, but we're really not efficient. I could go these two, but what if I get cards that I cannot cast? But yeah, Vendor does some crazy stuff. The discount it offers with that ability is pretty insane. In the right deck, the best white common. Okay, that we can deal with. Otherwise, that card is insane, obviously, as well. I'm gonna block. And we want to set end step for a draw. They don't equip, okay. So that's fine. Another vendor. Lifelink is harsh, but okay, we're at the end step. What do you do? Deal with the lifelink or attack. Gain 2 life is still better than relying on the walls, although we could block. Cannot play both. It looks like they have something. Ouch. That would be 6. We go to 12. Maybe I needed to go for a higher upside, but then they would have another vendor. Not vendor, they would have a life linker. Huh. How are these so good? Usually they're pretty bad. Because I can still deal with a bigger creature or get another wizard, trigger stuff. And we would get an attack in apparently, but I was expecting them to have something. Okay, okay, okay. That paid off. I gotta up pre-combat, do stuff. This flips at 3 wizards. Create a tab 0/1. Then if you control 4 wizards, and this is a wizard, so that's why it counts 3 other. Will they go for like a pump? That's kind of pretty good. I don't see like why. I guess if they have a, no, the shock deals with it anyhow. I don't see what the removal would deal with that. So I think I'm blocking. Okay, 3 damage. Pause combat is the only thing I can think of. So good question. So I'm gonna just deal with it. Could be a restoration, I guess. But they would use it. I think it's suplex. Okay. Okay, that's a blocker. I'm attacking here since I expect this to die. By the way, this deals double damage now, so it's lethal. What a crazy game. I just don't want to lose something for free. Huh, funny. That's actually a problem now. Ouch. Bro, I mean, I couldn't have not flipped it. There was a way to maneuver that and jump in a weird way, but... Here, any spell is too good if I mean, it just wins. Might not have it, but... Yeah. Unfortunate, we were almost there. But these decks grind really well, because once they have equipment, you have to deal with any creature. Anything is lethal. Yep, there's a lightning bolt. Probably had it. Two into 3, lightning bolt early. If they play a 2-drop, we might want to catch back on tempo, well, not on that one. Pretty awkward, it just blocks everything. Okay, they whiffed. So I want them to get this block so the 4-1 has a better trade. Okay, they attack. I'm gonna just take that. Well, that makes it for an awkward situation. I don't want to take 3 life here. No pass. I'll trade. It's basically we take more damage, but we trade. This is a value trade. Okay, they have another one. Man, I think we just go for max damage. It's so awkward, but as a burn deck, I can get behind that. But we need now a lot of top decking. Plus, they are on 26. Okay. I could trade draw, but it might be better to I'm probably gonna still do that. We just kind of have to be efficient. Because this can again run into a situation where we just don't get to play our stuff out. Five is a lot of damage. Like that's a lot of triggers on that we don't have right now. Yep, let's go. This is the opposite. We don't have much to do early, but I think it's worth going for the upside. Mage's Staff. That's life gain. That's unfair. So even though this could be triggers later, I think we still wanna get more stuff. Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. This makes a 2-2 now. So make them sack. Then they get a 2-2. Because otherwise they're just sacking the dock, which is even worse because they get it back. Guilty of being on the draw. Let's make another mage. Yeah, which... I don't think we can get back from this unless this Uja lives. I don't even know. I guess we just slam it. Ultimately, we're still at the mercy of removal. Okay, they don't get attacks. That's good. It's the most efficient play. Everything else, it's a spell per turn. I could try to hit land drops, but it doesn't add more to the board, so... But now the thingy flips. We get that as well. Okay, okay. We're back, baby. But this exile, so I kind of like exiling here. Question is, this blocks better. Go for more damage. I don't mind. So I don't like trading for the dock. Let's just flip. Hopefully it's not another one of these deal with 4 or more power, because then I'd rather not have it flip, but what can you do? Okay, makes 3 tokens. And now this doesn't make wizards anymore. Funny. This just to be efficient. Deal a bunch of damage. This gets closer. Why not? I mean, I guess I'm a little bit afraid of a go white pump, but then again we have a lot of blockers. This is a spell. Well, we shuffle it either way. I'll do that because we have a card that cares about non-creatures. And this doesn't fly. I'll pass. Looks like something it would fly on a picture, but it just floats. Let's go. Okay, they didn't have a removal. We were extremely lucky there. The last game because it looked miserable. But finally another trophy. I had a stretch of like bunch of 5 trees and 6 trees. Which I'm probably gonna upload if I get, but I wanted this deck. I wanted this deck because it's my favorite archetype by far. And it really came together. A good combination of removal. I really liked all these thingies that make wizards, even Elder that I kind of wasn't that high on, but I think in this archetype it works. Cornered by Black Magic, what a card that has overperformed. But I think it's a card again that only fits this archetype. Obviously Garlands and Arar were amazing. Thank you so much for watching.